Lord help us. Now they get to see what we did.
What do we do while we're...
Yeah. Yeah, there it is. That's it every time.
I can't hear this. Peer pressure.
This might be a bad idea. This might be.
What's up, everybody?
Yeah, if you guys didn't like the things that you heard Dustin say, just wait till you see the ones he mouthed.
You're going to have to edit the video, too.
I know. It's like we're going to have to...
Oh, man.
Episode 27. Hopefully you enjoyed episode 26. We're back in full force. We have Muscle Man Behemoth Harrison. We're trying out video. I don't know if this video will make it on. We probably won't end up doing a video every week if this one does.
You said that about the first episode we recorded.
You're right. But we're just going to see how this works.
We'll
see if the fans like it. And welcome to this week of Calm Down, It's Fine.
It's fine.
Fuzz it out.
What?
You put episode 26 and it blacks out and comes back in.
Cam's been watching editing videos on
What's
YouTube.
our...
Yes, I have.
What's our go-to where we say, like, we should, like, do, like the anchor man, like, this, like, the one arm, like, in and, like, look right at the camera, like, and we're back.
Does that make me the weatherman? How does this work?
All like one arm on the table, one hand like behind the back.
Act like...
Like a whip pan. So
Yeah.
Act like you're not being recorded, though. Like,
I'm not.
Like, just do...
Wait,
what
we're
we
being
normally
recorded?
do.
What are you talking about?
You've been having us come over your house and you've been recording all these?
You didn't give me a permission
I'm
slip.
saying don't act differently. Don't be like all stiff, because there's a camera.
I just want to look at it.
What's up, everybody? Hopefully you are having a great week. I'm looking on my camera. It says Baby M gender reveal tomorrow.
That's right.
And so
tonight.
I should have planned it to where, but it doesn't matter. Like Monday, everyone's going to be listening to this. So they're not going to, like, they're already going to know because she's probably going to post.
So you're going to spoil it for us tonight, or you're going to say, well,
We're not going to the explosion of color.
I thought you said we were going to get invited.
Dustin will be there.
I'll be
I
there.
thought we were going to get invited.
If you guys want to come.
Where is it at? Your house?
My church.
At the church.
We're using tannerite.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, how bad do I want to be there?
Yeah, so it'll be fun. I bought tannerite.
Just FaceTime.
5 pounds, Dustin.
FaceTime me like
5.
I'll put it on the podcast and stuff.
Jokes on you. They give you blanks.
That doesn't do me.
She's not pregnant.
Gender neutral color. You idiot.
Oh, no.
green.
He blows it up and it just says psych.
Have you seen the one where it's like a piñata and the dad hits it and it's yellow? And it's like, what is this? And then it has Bart Simpson. And he's like
Simpson, like backing into the bush.
He like backs into the bush.
Oh man,
Not okay. Anyways, how we been? We have
It's
again
like purple. What would you say?
purple.
Yeah.
we don't know.
Like, we didn't know which one it was, but 50-50.
Like,
Yeah. So we figured it's got to be one of the two.
The blood test was inconclusive. To be further examined. I don't know what it means, but
If it's purple, it means it's not human.
Yeah.
Well,
Your mom's having a goat.
stupid.
Sorry.
All right. Harry is back.
Yep.
yeah.
David, we recorded Wednesday. I feel like we don't really have anything new to say. Oh, I do have something new to say, but Harry, we'll get to your stuff first.
We're going right into it.
Okay, we won't go right into it.
I can't. Whatever you want me to do, it's fine.
I keep hearing that there's a story,
It's
but
a really
nobody has alluded to what the story is about.
Apparently.
We'll hold up on that then.
All right.
Dustin, you got anything new in your life?
Probably not. Friday was Veterans Day.
How was church? Oh, yeah.
Thank you for service.
Thank you for your support. I got a, now Applebee's, the Waffle House of the diner world, offered.
I don't think Applebee's is a diner.
You mean
I don't know what
the dinner world?
the dinner world.
The restaurant world?
Waffle House is a restaurant too, so I'm trying to.
It's more of a diner, though. Applebee's is not a
Okay.
diner by far.
Well,
at all.
of the sit down like restaurant whatever thing,
Okay.
it's the equivalent of all. Have you ever been to a clean Applebee's?
Huh?
I haven't.
I don't know. The lights are always so dim.
yes.
It's just
Probably
yeah.
by design.
Yes. Anyway, I got a free burger there but I did have to wait 45 minutes.
Ooh.
I don't think the woman who was taking the orders
That's not good.
really knew where we were at.
Yeah. I like their buffalo boneless wings though.
Really?
Yeah.
This is the first time I ate at Applebee's in like forever. Anyway,
Yeah, I
so
don't
that was
know
good.
what's at Applebee's.
I got a burger.
They used to have an all-day brunch burger.
Yeah.
Which was like a burger. It was like a bacon cheeseburger with like hash browns on it and a fried egg. Oh, it was so good.
Dude, that sounds awesome.
I don't go and eat at establishments that serve alcohol.
Well, I'm not as spiritual as you.
Hey, man.
We know.
Not anymore, you mean?
Not since the baby.
Not anymore. This guy used to, every meeting we'd be at,
Yeah.
Cam's
You don't go to
go
Buffalo
to.
Wild Wings?
Cam's go to after the church service would be like, hey, it's after 10 o'clock. All the appetizers are half off. Let's go to
All the
Applebee's.
time. Dude, and I developed a gluten allergy from all those buffalo wings that I ate.
I've eaten at Applebee's with
Oh
Cam
my
more than
gosh.
anybody
I
else.
enjoyed developing it though. Oh, that was fun.
Anyway, church was good yesterday. Today's Monday. It's wonderful.
Did you teach this week?
Wednesday. That was
yeah,
true.
yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot.
I was gone this week, so I don't know
Yeah.
what went on. was at-
But church was really good. They did like a split thing.
Right, I
Your
heard
mom
about
took the women and they had their own like session, and then your dad and they ended up both teaching on character, which I thought was interesting. But no, it was really
Was
good.
that by design?
I don't.
Probably.
They said no, but they're married. I
They're
don't know
known
how
to
it works.
lie.
Well,
They probably took each other's notes.
They probably accidentally picked it. Yeah, I don't know.
Miss
Oh, wait.
Michelle
Anyway.
had hers first.
Yeah. Oh, man, we're doing a split session?
Oh, no.
Let me see your
She
notes.
kept whispering hints in Pastor Gary's ear, like,
Oh no.
Can you say it's conveniently of God?
Came down from
it
the
was really
heavens.
good. It was really good. I don't know. I wrote a bunch of notes. My Bible's over there. I don't want to get away from the microphone, but anyway, it was really good, and I really felt like God was in it, and I hope to hear the rest of what your father had to say because I need it because I ain't got no character.
Yeah, you do.
I get the
You're
Lord.
fine, man.
Don't tell me.
You're
what
doing
I
fine.
know. Anyway, no, it's been good. A good 4 days, 5 days, however
Before
long
we
it's been.
recorded Wednesday.
Since we saw each other.
We recorded Wednesday, and then Friday was opening day of deer season, and I
Did you
didn't
get
get to
anything?
do that
Sorry,
because
bud.
I had to suffer for the Lord and drive to New York,
Sorry,
Hey, man.
and I used that. And I was preaching at a youth rally in upstate New York.
I meant to call you on the way back.
Brother
and I
Jason
forgot.
Dumas' church, Bible Baptist Church.
Oh, he was
Um,
at the trip.
Yeah, and they flew right back from Israel,
Mm-hmm.
and then we're going right into the youth rally. He had
Dumas went
he
to
had
Israel?
No sleep, dude.
His wife listens to the podcast.
Yeah, she
I
said,
found it out.
"What's up, D?"
No. Oh,
she
no.
she listens and she drives like an hour to work each way, and
Yeah.
so it's really a like she was telling me she really liked it, and then I was asking her if she like, did you talk to Harrison at all? And she's like, Harrison, I don't think knew that I was a listener, like I knew, but I knew who he was.
Yeah.
They put a gift basket together for me and my wife,
mm-hmm.
and everything I like was like.
was in there.
It was everything, and I'm like, I told Kayla, I was like, she listens to the podcast.
Gift bas- hey,
Yeah.
gift
Well, she
baskets
came
are
up
an
as
art.
like,
That- yes,
hey, Harrison,
yes.
listens to the podcast. I'm like, I'm sorry.
He's like,
I'm like, really sorry. Sorry to let you down.
I brought Miss D her first teen camp win. Shout out to Miss D.
hey, you talk when people care.
Miss D cares. Miss D cares.
Well,
Yeah, sure.
oh, what,
Yes.
Harvest Bound?
Yeah.
So the reason I started this podcast was so if I ever get invited anywhere, people might know what I
What
want
you
in
like,
a basket.
right.
Like,
The
I
gift
say-
basket is legit. Like,
Dude, I could have lived off that gift basket.
Yeah.
Like they could have not fed me one thing, and it was amazing. But I was preaching for their youth rally, and in 3 days, I've done full services. I've done like Sunday school, Sunday morning, Sunday night. I've done a full week of camp before, 5 messages or 6 messages. But in 2 days, Friday night to Sunday, I preached 6 times. So that's the most I've like poured out.
Yeah.
And like,
They're
it's so,
getting their money's worth out of it.
they're like, he's coming up. We're gonna see what he's made of.
Worth out of it.
So yeah, I preached Friday night, and five or six kids got saved Friday night.
Wow.
Awesome.
So Samson Ryman preached, and I ended up preaching, and then Saturday morning, and then Saturday night, and then I did Sunday school Sunday morning, Sunday night. So it was a blessing. And then I finished Sunday afternoon, got in the car at 4:30, drove all the way home, got home at 1 o'clock, got up this morning at 4:30, went hunting, got in the truck, went to work, got off work, got back home at 5, took a 20-minute nap, and then got all this set up. So I just want everyone to know that.
Feel bad for Cam.
No,
I clap,
the
but I don't
only
want
reason
you
for
to
me to
lose
say
your
that is
reward.
for people to think I'm awesome. So I'm just shooting that out
I'm
there.
gonna save my clap so you can keep your
I'm on.
reward.
Hold up. Let's yeah.
Do it.
There we go.
That counts. It's lost now.
I'll take it now.
The reward.
I'll take it now. I'll take it now.
Instant gratification.
Thank you, Lord.
I have something to say to that.
Bless up.
Bless.
Have any of the manta races got
PTL JCAT KJB.
Praise the Lord Jesus Christ and the King James Bible.
That's right.
Yeah.
Amen.
I haven't memorized it yet. I had to write it
Let's
down.
get that trending on Twitter.
Another good one
Praise the
would
Lord Jesus
be
Christ and the King James Bible. So many people would think that's like worshiping the Bible. Like you're worshiping the Bible.
yeah, but
Like people have a problem with that, but I don't. He hath esteemed his word higher than his name. Hi,
Hi,
All right. Do we want to talk about anybody?
Yeah.
yes.
We do it every. Now that you
Are
mentioned
we doing alphabetical or chronological order?
I need to get it out of my mouth, and they're like, "Now, since you mentioned it,
Start with Ellie
no." Oh, we could read her email today.
Oh, wait a minute. Time out.
or no?
Is this good or bad? What is that memory card sitting on the table?
It's the insert for the computer. You take the little
You,
one out.
you put
Oh,
the
okay.
micro in there and then it reads it.
He's just
yeah.
making sure
That we're
It's-
actually recording stuff.
it's not futile what we're doing.
No, this is all a ploy just
The
so we come
camera's
over here and
probably,
hang out.
dropping. It's gonna be the majority of the video.
It's just
start like
under
straight,
the table.
and then it's just.
Is it dropping?
I don't know.
Oh.
Check it, David.
Better not. You just bought that thing.
Dude, I don't know. Like it would just
Find
be.
out.
Check it.
Find out. I'm just gonna
I
stare at
gotta
it.
got
jump over this. I mean, we're
Now
not
we have to
trying.
cut out the video.
We're not trying to act like we're professional.
It's just like the podcast. The
we good?
videos.
No?
Really?
No, dude, I was like, edit. Oh no. I'm like,
At least you have
I'm
to
like,
edit yourself.
how
Yeah.
am I gonna do this?
No. Ultimately, what we could do is that we have one camera. I mean, this is whenever we have the time or money, but we have one camera on us and then one on you.
You would do
you know,
two cameras, but
that's
that's,
what I'm
gonna be what it does. You'll have two guys here, and it's a motion camera. But
Right.
the fact
Well, I'm
that
saying
the
you
fact
being-
that I have learned to edit a podcast is miraculous in its own right. So like the fact that we're even trying to do video, dude, I'm telling you, I'm not techie at all. I don't.
I offered to help, and you never called.
I didn't.
Help.
It's too late
Help.
now.
Sorry. I'm too far away.
Too late
Too
now.
late now, man.
I didn't get the invite to the
To the what? The edit?
the shower.
Oh,
The reveal.
okay. No, I get it.
Oh yeah.
But you did like 2 minutes ago.
So like,
No, didn't count. It's too
She
late.
didn't want to. You just don't want to go. You're not cool enough.
well, I'm still waiting on whether or not he says it on the podcast.
What's that?
The
Oh,
reveal.
we say the reveal.
Agenda reveal?
Yeah.
Dustin's going to be at the reveal,
Oh, so-
and he's going to
Oh,
see the
that's true, that's
explosion,
true.
so I don't want to ruin it for him.
It's fine.
Do you want to say that I cannot, in my head, see any other color but blue?
Really?
This thing blows up.
I really-
I really
Dustin's
think
gonna
of this.
spoil it. So
I don't.
He doesn't know.
I don't even know.
no, I'm saying if you
There's
found
no
out
way,
today,
unless,
like
and like, I ordered, like, tomorrow, I'm going to go out there and do a practice run. So I ordered, everything I ordered extra of each color. So it's like, people,
Right.
like, we share an Amazon account. So, like, ordered double. Well, actually, I ordered double powder. So no one can be like, it's
So
Right.
2 blues, 2 pinks. You ordered.
everything double. So, like, when I go and set off the practice round, it's going to be both. So everyone's like, ah.
And then the real round is also going to be both.
Dustin.
Oh!
We're getting one of each. Yeah. Put some rocks in there too. That'll keep
I
it.
can't miss, though. That's what's going to, because I think I'm just shooting.
Was that like
Yeah.
a prideful statement, or is that like a thing
I mean-
you're worried about?
No, that was
No,
no,
yeah,
worry.
One
Oh,
I
bullet.
can see how that would be.
I can't.
One-
I can't
one
miss
bullet in the
though.
clip.
I can't mix. What? It's
One in the
natural, bro.
chamber, that's it.
So
I only need one. Rack it up.
Cam shoots. So how did it go? Are you having a boy and a girl? Well, we're having one less brother.
We
that's
have to
for
go
sure.
back to the house. I didn't even bring any more bullets from home. Just one bullet.
Brings one bullet, shoots the first time, misses. All right, we'll go
How
home.
embarrassing.
You'll find out next week. You guys come back again.
Her whole family's coming down.
Yeah, so it'd be a real shame if
And I'd
they.
just be like, what is it? I'd be like, Nothing. It's like
Dude,
when
if you
Steph
no
Curry,
look shot it, that'd be the coolest video ever.
You do like the Annie Oakley like mirror and like upside down.
Yeah.
just be no reference for that. They're like, I'm not like notoriously a good shooter, so it's just like randomly.
You just told me you can't miss.
Just practice.
If there's ever a time where I don't need to miss, it's now. But
He said he's not notoriously a great shooter. He's got.
Yeah.
dude,
He's really good with a shotgun. I've witnessed this firsthand.
What if you did a
stand by
shotgun
it.
and hit both? Like, surprise.
well, no. It's
Have
just,
you ever heard
it's
him
a, like
preach?
It's shut up.
What do you say? What?
Cameron is what I'm about to say. You ever heard him preach about the bullet?
No.
It was that deer right there.
Was
That's
it?
the one. Yeah.
That's the one.
I
So,
feel like I've heard this.
so we had our youth rally,
Yeah.
and for a while,
When was this? Like what time
This
frame?
was This was what? 5 years ago.
Oh, dude, no, probably 9, 8.
That you
9
preached
years
it?
ago. Dude, it was a long time ago. I was not even. I've been out of college for 2018.
We're getting old. So anyway,
Old.
a while back.
I guess you're right. I guess it
I
would be
don't-
5 years. But I'd preached that message like when I got
Right.
called to preach when I was 9, and I killed that deer when I was 8, and I probably started preaching that message at like
9.5.
yeah,
Yeah.
right out the gate.
So
That's the first message.
at our youth rally, we
Lord,
get
if
there
I make
Saturday.
this shot, I know I'm called to preach.
We get there.
And since
Lord,
then,
if I make this shot and you preserve the bullet,
So we get there Saturday morning,
I'll live for you.
and Michael. This had to have been about 6 years ago, because this was the first youth rally Michael Shane did.
Yeah.
So Michael Shane gets there Saturday morning. Michael Shane goes, "All right, me and you are preaching." He's saying this to me. I go, "Okay, cool." So Saturday morning, I come.
He didn't tell me I was preaching.
Well, he tells me that me and him are preaching. So I'm like, cool. So I come
That
ready
you
to preach.
And me.
So he told me that me and Michael would be preaching.
Okay.
So I come Saturday morning ready to preach, and
Mm-hmm.
he goes, "I'm gonna go first. You're gonna go second. I'm gonna have Cam close out." And I go, "Okay, yeah, awesome."
I think he had told me beginning of the week, like, I might preach you on Saturday or something, but it wasn't like you're preaching.
Right. So, actually, I preached after you.
I don't know how it went.
I preached after you, and I know that I preached after you because of what I
Right,
said.
because you got up and said
So,
yeah.
so Cam gets up and preaches this awesome message about a bullet, right? And about how like he wanted to shoot this deer, and his dad was like, "No, wait," and he waited, and then finally, his dad was like, "All right, now's the time." He shoots the deer, he puts the deer down, and he used it as an illustration of like,
I wanted to shoot the first little buck that came by.
Right.
And another little buck came by, and it was like, Dad's like, I'd wait. I wouldn't take that now. I'd wait. And then that came by, and I was like, I'm glad I waited.
yeah. So he used it as an illustration of waiting on the Lord and all this other stuff. It was a really good message. So I get up to preach after Cam, and I get up there and I go,
Wait.
it hits me, and I go, Michael's sitting on the stage because he's moderating the service, and I look
Yep.
over and I go, "You told me and you were preaching this morning." And he goes, "Yeah." I was like, "Did you tell Cam?" He's like, "Oh, I told him when he walked in this morning."
Yeah.
So I was like, "So either Cam got up this morning
I remember.
and God said, 'You were preaching this morning, be ready.'"
Grab your bullet.
I said,
last
or
minute.
Cameron's been walking around with that bullet in his pocket for 9 years, waiting for the opportunity
I
to
think it's
preach.
right over there, dude.
he has it in a chain. He just pulls it out of his shirt.
And then everybody laughed, and
Yeah.
because I always get nervous when I first get up, so I always open with some kind of joke,
Yeah.
and that's what it
Yeah.
was.
With that being said, I was preaching Saturday morning, and Jason Dumas gets up, and the guy preaching in front of me was Victor. Victor is 5'4",
Mm-hmm.
and Jason goes, "All right, Victor's the short preacher this morning." He didn't even.
No.
He didn't even
know what he said.
Dude, he didn't even mean to. It was like,
That's
and then everyone started laughing.
how
and so
wait, now how tall
immediate-
is Vic? He's taller than 5'4".
Oh,
5'5"?
5'5"?
No,
5'6"?
he's got.
I'll
I'm
call
gonna
him.
say 5'8".
I don't know. Okay, 5'8", whatever.
5'4" is short.
It's short.
It's like
Yeah, whatever he is, he's short. I'm 6'3". He's
the short preacher.
yeah. So I was mental note. I'm like, all right, I can use that. So like everyone's laughing or whatever, and Jaden's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, whatever." And then I call him Jason Dumas. He's a pastor now, but his whole church calls him Jason. And so I don't want to be disrespectful or sound disrespectful when I say Jason, Pastor Jason, but I've always called him Jason. So it's just hard to get into that rhythm. But yeah, so I get up and say, I'm the tall preacher.
Cam and Vic are like this. Cam's the tall one.
That's it.
Yeah, so I'm the tall preacher.
Yeah, no, I didn't know what Miss D's first name was for the longest time.
Is it D?
Yeah.
Is it
well,
not just
Isn't
D?
it Denise?
Yeah, well, the reason why was
There was a directory for Israel that said D. Jason and D.
yeah, everybody calls her.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so D and Jason came to our August revival, and Nikki was working during the week, and every night she would ask me like, "Hey, where's Nikki?" I was like, "Oh, she's at work. She's gonna be here like Thursday." And she's like, "Okay." So Thursday comes around. Nikki, comes with me to church. I go, "Make sure you say hi to Miss Dumas.
Mhm.
She's been asking about you all week." So Nikki goes, "Okay." So she walks over and she goes, "Hey, Mrs. Dumas, David told me you were asking about me this week. I wanted to make sure I said hi." And she goes, "What did he say?" And she goes, "He said, hey, make sure you say hi to Mrs. Dumas.
Mm-hmm.
She's been asking about you this week." She goes, "Huh." And I come walking by, right? Just like walking by. And she stops me. She goes, "David." I go, "Yes, ma'am." And she goes, "What's my name?" I go, "Mrs. Dumas." She goes, No. "What's my first name?" I went, "Mrs." And she goes, "You don't know what my first name is? It's D." And I go, "Listen, if Brother Samson heard me call you D as a teenager,
Right.
I would not be alive today." I was like, "You were Mrs. Dumas. It was Brother Dumas. It was Brother Jason and Miss Dumas forever."
That's like in our Genesis class at Vision. Pastor Clark's like, "Here's a bonus question. What was Noah's wife named?" It was like, doesn't say. Wrong. Mrs. Noah.
Okay.
Like, did we seriously put this as a bonus question at Bible college? So yeah, he did. Mrs. Noah.
But now I know
Wow.
that her name is D. I'll never forget it.
We're glad, man. I'm glad. All right. Should we Rodecaster? There we go. Boom.
What?
I'm hooking the Rodecaster to my computer.
It sounds like a motorcycle name.
Yeah, dude, we're here. We're here 6 months in. Cam's finally figuring it
I
out.
always use my phone. I threw my phone over there, so I didn't throw it, but
I figured it out months ago.
Gently set it up.
I said nothing.
Anyway. What'd you figure out?
How to run a podcast.
How do you
Thanks for
do
joining us.
emails?
What's that?
How are you gonna do emails with your phone not being able to? Be
I have it
passed
hooked
around?
up here, but I'm not going to read those emails probably until the next one.
All right.
So Harrison, why don't you bring us into what you've been doing?
Yeah.
Your life, your
Sure.
stories.
Well, my truth is that I got back from Israel. It was a good time, awesome
Shalom.
time. I know, shalom. So
Did you eat some Doritos?
I did not actually. I did not. They were.
That was awesome.
Did you do?
Did you drink any
Dustin
Mountain?
Did you
Dare
drink any
Drink
Mountain
any
Dew?
Mountain Dew?
Did not.
We're on the same page.
Oh goodness.
What were the ones we had
What was
when we
that?
went? We had
It was a Hebrewed iced tea
Hebrew. Yeah,
with
but
like a Snapple, and it was like the fact was, did you know?
did you know? Snapple fact. Did you know? Mary.
Good.
Did you know? All right.
So we were there. International travel is always fun. So the whole trip itself was great, and I'm sure we're going to talk about it in another podcast.
No, all right now.
All right now, all Israel. But it was great. Pastor and Mrs. Dumas, Mrs. Whatever her first name, Mrs. Dumas, Miss D. Dumas were there. So what happened was our flight ended up canceled because of a hurricane going to Miami. So we were supposed to go from Tel Aviv, Israel, to Miami. Some groups were supposed to go from Tel Aviv to Philly. But because of the hurricane, it ended up getting canceled. So Brother Charlie, near the last day, is like, all right, guys, well, here's the thing. Your flight's canceled. And figure out how you're going to get home. And he's like, he gives us a whole bunch of options. So some people are going to stick it out. Because either way, if the flight's canceled, it's not like you're stranded in Israel. American Airlines is still going to cover. It's just you're not getting out when you plan on getting out.
Yeah.
And the thing that was frustrating is that when I got to Miami. Like, hey, how bad was it? She's like, oh, I was like, I went on the beach that day. Well,
So rough. I went on the beach that day.
Like, how? I just did this. Just flying off because they're okay. Anyway. So some people are like, okay, well, I have money and I don't feel like dealing with that. So they flew to JFK.
Said, I have money.
I was like, yeah. It's like, he's like, yeah, I got money. Like, there were some people like, yeah, I have the money. Why would I just sit around
How
here?
much exactly?
How
much was
Can
the
you buy
ticket?
$400 fajitas?
$750 for a ticket?
A piece?
Yeah, person.
The
Anyway,
ministry is
Pocket change.
so all the pastors,
MBD, man.
a lot of
MBD.
the pastors were like, you know what? I feel like my church is gonna be paying for my ticket back. So they were all
And the church is like,
yeah.
we are?
Yeah, we are. Tell Lord, please help the tithe to be good on Sunday.
We're going to have the offering plates go up and down a couple more times. I feel the Lord moving.
I feel the Lord pressing me to take up a second offering.
Oh, guess what? Guess what? We're not making fun of anybody.
Right now.
Anyway,
Right
so
now.
I'm a mocker.
So a group went out. There were some people that transferred flights. Some people said, I'm going to find my own way. And there was like the crew that was going to stick with it all the way to Philadelphia, to JFK. Which
Was that
would be
you?
New York City. That was me. So Brother Chai was like, look, Harrison, I got to get to this veteran thing on Thursday. So here's 15 people. Get them back. Get them back to
As
the
we
States.
said.
No way.
Get them back to the States.
You're just thrown into the fire.
Yeah. So we had a WhatsApp chat originally for all of Israel. And I made our group, all right, guys, we are the remnant. Of
Is that what it
Israel,
was, the remnant?
of
Left
Israel
behind.
2026. Literally. So, I mean, like, all the...
Yes.
I have to be careful what I say. I might say anyway. Bless their hearts.
Sheep without a shepherd
There
or
were a
wandering
lot of-
sheep. You just use metaphors.
Blind leading the blind.
So anybody on the trip that was delayed to getting to the bus left them because they were so late, spent excessive amounts of time shopping in the gift shop, or just wanderers in general, we're all in this
Are
group.
all these people more of like, I don't know, elderly?
Are they listening to the podcast?
That's what I'm digging at right there.
They're
That's the
elderly.
gold.
They're elderly and they don't listen to the podcast.
Trash them.
So you're fine.
Rebuke before all that others also may fear.
Cameron will bleep out all the cuss words.
They were a blessing and a ministry opportunity. I'll leave it
The
at
training.
that.
It's like,
Yes, ministry
he's
training.
like, I've been recently on your prayer
Yeah.
list. Is patience anywhere on there?
So-
when you say, just real quick question, when you say elderly, like how much older than you are they?
I mean, some were in their 60s, some were in their 50s, and some were in their 40s.
So somewhere
Some
in
were
their 40s.
surprisingly still
Some were in their
alive.
20s, some were in their 30s, some were in their
Some were-
40s, some were in their
let's-
50s.
I just want to point out that Harry
Yeah,
was like the young guy there,
yeah.
and Brother Charlie was like, "That's the man for the job."
Or he's
Trust
like,
me.
these people are expendable. And here you go. I'm just joking.
We got there.
He just
But,
brushes, just moves on.
It was interesting. So we're going
He
through.
said,
Yeah. To see,
We have a camera
watch the
now,
video.
Harry.
Watch the
We
video
have-
to see what happened. But it was a clench. So we got there we're on our way to the airport. The crew left. We ended up having to stay an extra night in a hotel. The tour company ended up paying for the hotel. We had to pay it back later. So we got to the airport the next day. We're on our way to Miami. So Tel Aviv to Miami. And then we're supposed to stay the night in Miami. So meanwhile, I had 15 people. We go through group check-in to get onto our flight. And then they're like, they do a random screening as far as they'll pull people from your group, ask them where were you going, what do you do? That way there's no like random stragglers in your group. Right. And the guy who came up was like, all right, who's your leader? I'm like,
who's your leader?
he's
Bring
like-
us to
I'm
him.
like,
Take me
me?
to your leader.
He's like, huh.
How rude. You're like,
Like,
it's Israel,
I'm like,
not the
yeah,
nose.
I didn't choose that. He's like, what's your position at your church? I'm like, I'm just a layman. Like, where's your pastor?
Can we pause? Can we pause,
yeah,
can we
yeah,
pause and
pause.
laugh at that?
That was good. I thought it was hilarious. That was great.
It was good. I fit right
The
in.
guy's like, measuring tape.
it's on the measuring tape. It says Jew and then not Jew.
I failed the litmus test. Not Jewish.
Say shibboleth.
Exactly. Sibboleth.
Shalom.
Sibboleth.
You can continue.
So good. All right. So we're there. He's like, all right, well, are you the pastor? I'm like, no. He's like, where's your pastor? He left us.
He left us.
So we got through the check-in. We then had to check our bags in. I mean, some of these people had like 6 bags, and like they had like 6 bags. And you're like, all right, well, you have a carry-on, a personal item, and like a bag you're supposed to like check in. And they're like, so we're like telling these people, it's like, hey, I see you have 6 bags. What's your check-in? Oh, this one. What's your personal bag? This one. What's your carry-on? Oh, these 3.
What?
I'm like, no, that's not how it works. Anyway, somebody had to spend like $300 checking in extra bags, but whatever.
They should have just went home
I'm
early.
like, literally. And then to check it. So then they got to the next airport and they checked it twice. I'm like, you literally spent $600 checking in your extra stuff. And you spent, I'm like, oh my goodness. Anyway, that's besides the point.
They probably still don't know, though.
They were the shoppers.
They were the shoppers.
But,
Welcome, Walmart shoppers.
So then they do the random screening. Some people are transferring their flights to Philly and JFK. So now we go to TSA. And then, so I go the first through TSA, and then people are coming in behind me. My bag gets stuck in like the waiting queue, and somebody pulls out my bag from there's a conveyor. It's going across, and then the thing stops. It's like over here and over here. And I'm like, because we've been drinking water the whole entire time in Israel. I look at the guy, I'm like, oh my gosh, I literally just left a water bottle in this thing. And this guy's going to give me like the deal. I'm like, so like before he even gets there, I'm like, hey, did I leave a water bottle in there? I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to happen.
It's more than water.
So then he goes through the bag, and
Have you heard? Huh? Do you know what happened to
No,
me?
this is
the first I've heard.
This is all new to me.
He gets the bag. He's like, is this your bag? Yeah. And he pulls out a pocket knife.
Harry.
He pulls out a pocket knife,
Harrison.
and he's like, is this your knife? And I said, no.
Out of your bag?
Yeah. I don't own pocket
Harry's
knives.
the guy. Harry's the guy where the cops are like, "Are these your drugs?" Oh, I'm sorry, it's not mine.
No.
I was holding it for somebody.
Nope.
Florida man hiding it in his nose.
Joke's
Harry's
on you, though.
hiding pocket knives.
No, joke's on you, though. It's actually not my knife at all. Like, literally, it was not my knife whatsoever.
How did it get in your bag?
That's the question. So we have no clue how it got in there.
Oh, she's just
Dude,
someone
someone planted it on
Somebody
you?
planted
Wow.
the knife
So
in
then
my
what
bag.
happens? You're in Israel.
I'm in Israel.
Are you a wanted man?
Was
Where
this guy, was
now?
he like, is this your knife?
He's like looking at me like.
All right, give me the
dumb-
accent.
like,
Was he
this
like
is-
very English? Was like intimidating? Like, is this your knife?
What's that accent?
Is this your knife?
It's like the Kill
Yeah,
the
it's
American
Common, it's
stuff.
like an Italian Jew or something.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Is this your knife?
The Jew mafia.
You're going to die soon.
So he's like, all right, come with me. He's on his phone with people. So I go to this security room, and then because you're in Israel.
And so your
And
group
there's-
is now.
Oh, so yeah.
They're
So I
without a
say-
shepherd.
So,
They're
I
now
have
leaderless.
so now there's people come behind me because he's pointing out, like the lady calls a guy. He's over there. He does the whole, is this your bag? Yes. Is this your knife? No. Is this your bag? Yes. Is this your knife? No. How to get there? I have no clue. Meanwhile, I'm like, pale. But then other people start coming through. So I turn into one guy. I'm like, just get everybody to the gate. I'm not going to be there for a little bit.
Oh
So-
my God.
Don't wait for
Yeah,
me.
I'm like, I don't have time to deal with this. I'm like,
They all get home. Brother Charlie's like, "Why did I put the killer on charge?"
So I'm like, just get everybody to the gate. They didn't hit the security. Like, they didn't figure out totally what was going on. So I ended up getting pulled aside.
As you should.
I lose my
As you
phone
do.
is taken away. My passport's taken away. My bag's taken away. I am taken away.
I'm
There was
taking
no,
away.
there was no like.
I have
No?
It was not that in the video. No, there's
I know it's fine. Everyone understands.
but yeah, thankfully we did not have to do that because they have an X-ray machine, so there was no need for a search.
Good.
This is what?
Yeah, so I got interrogated by 4 people asking like questions, is this your bag? Is this your knife? No. How to get here? I don't know. Where were you? And there's all these places. I'm like, dude, I must have.
Would it have been easier just to say, "Oops, yes, I bought it here"?
That's what one of the guys
Yeah.
said. But then I had to explain, why did you buy a knife and try to bring it onto the plane? And that I'm
I
like,
just feel like it's more confusing for them to just be like, "Did someone really plan?"
right.
this
Well, I'm
on
not
you?
gonna lie.
How
Like,
did dude?
Who would want to do that?
I don't
who
know.
planned
Which
it
one
on
of
you?
But I'm
those
like, okay, because we went
60-year-old
to
people.
Bethlehem, which is technically in the West Bank.
Yeah.
And that's where we leave Israel and are now in Palestine
This
area.
is also the guy, mind you, that brought a Bible onto the Temple Mount.
That's also probably my permanent record that I tried to smuggle a Bible, also accidentally.
Meanwhile,
Did they find it or did you
Meanwhile,
get through?
They found it and they yelled at me. And my mom's
Is
like,
this your Bible?
Like, my mom's like, Harrison.
No!
I'm like, Mom, Harrison, how could you do this? I'm like, Mom, this is your Bible.
This
You
was
put it
Pat
in."
the last time you went.
Yeah, last time.
Now this is now.
So I'm 0 for 2 with smuggling.
Now while he's
But bless God, the third time I go to Israel,
while
I'm going to
he's
get
getting
a
interrogated.
knife Bible.
Now while he's getting
One of those
interrogated,
cutout Bibles where you can hide like a gun in
Yes,
it.
yes, yes.
Bring that.
while
Everything.
he's getting interrogated, there's some Palestinian dude over there being like, "Yo, I can't find my knife."
Yeah,
in there."
literally.
He's like looking through his bag.
I'm just really glad it was a plain, like, gray plastic, like, not plastic, but not pocket
Yeah.
knife.
Right.
Because if it was like a gilded one that was like, it had HM carved on it, it'd be very hard
Yeah.
to prove. Like,
Yeah.
this is too nice.
My
of a
social
knife.
security
Yeah.
number is on this.
Yeah.
Dude,
I
that's-
exact
that's
photos on it.
insane.
It's crazy.
I didn't know. I usually ask this question to Dustin, but I think I'm going to ask you.
Have I
instead.
killed anybody?
Have you? Have you killed anybody?
Well, they took away the knife at the end of the story, so.
Meanwhile, like David was
Anyway.
saying, some Palestinian somewhere's like, I can't behead this guy. Like
Yeah.
my knife's going. What's happening?
So
A long beheading.
there, got questioned. Meanwhile, my flight leaves in
All they have is this
an hour and a
Bible.
half. I'm like in check at security, and the minutes keep going and going and going. They ask questions and so on and so forth. And I'm like, I'm mentally prepared. Like, there's no way I'm getting out of the country.
Nope.
I'm here. I'm gonna get detained. I'm like, I just need them to get through the whole ordeal, and then I'm ready to get my phone call.
So he
At
just
this point,
Dude, which
I'm
makes
like,
all of
yeah.
the shenanigans
He's
we
like-
did Wednesday
he's like-
night that much funnier.
Right.
Because we're talking
Yeah.
about
Dude,
you
we-
like not coming back to
But
America.
I think,
and
well, no, I didn't even know all that yet.
yeah,
I didn't even. Wednesday
Because I don't
morning,
have my
Thursday
phone.
morning, you text us all that.
yeah.
You were going through that right then when we
Yeah.
were recording.
while we were making jokes about you not getting back
Yeah.
into
I
America.
literally
And then
was.
the episode prior, we were talking about Brittany Griner. I mean,
Being
Yeah.
Harrison was 2 stone
Yeah.
casts away from being hauled off to a
Literally.
Jewish labor camp.
Yeah,
Entertainment.
dude.
well,
This is so funny.
the way this is going, it makes it seem like that Harrison wasn't actually legally released. He just fled.
Yeah,
Nah.
so I used my jujitsu skills.
Well,
and
Jiu-jitsu!
But
judo.
I believe
to the-
jujitsu is called Krav Maga.
Oh, God. That was
no.
anyway. So
He built a raft out of, I guess, knives. I don't
we're
know.
here.
The
So
Bible pages.
The Bi-
I'm ready to get my 2 phone calls. I'm like, actually ready to get my phone call. I'm like, I'm gonna ask for 2. I'm like, 1, I need to call
Wait,
Micah Rice.
they gave you 2 calls?
No, but if I'm right, like
And
mentally
you
prepared-
didn't call one
I'm
of
mentally,
us?
I'm mentally preparing. Like,
He's like, calls in.
hey,
Hey, you guys
here's
recording?
the call
You
out.
guys
Yeah,
gonna
I got a
Podcast?
good story for you. Dedication.
I'm going to Jew prison.
it's a juvenile detention.
we call it
Juvenile detention.
Hey. Zoom in the camera.
Stupid.
we call in
So-
and the guard there answers the phone. Who are you? Why are you calling? And we're all
Dude,
like,
the prison food's probably all shawarma too.
Yeah, dude. I had my fill of that when I was there.
But I'm like,
Shawarma?
okay, mentally prepared. I'm not gonna get back to States. I'm gonna have to buy another ticket. I'm gonna have to figure out where I'm staying. So I'm like, if I get a call, I'm gonna talk to Micah Rice, who's the guy there. I'm like, whatever you gotta do, just get everybody back to States. Like,
Yeah, dude,
please do not stay.
He wasn't gonna make it. He was gonna
Yeah.
get detained too. or
Like,
something.
go, like, just get everybody back to the. Now, obviously, I couldn't use my phone to text everybody. So, be like, oh, he's communicating with this group and all that stuff. Like, yeah, go back. I'm like, so
a group called
Yeah.
the Remnant.
a group called the Remnant. That's like, that's a yeah.
That doesn't sound
like-
terroristic
That's in
at
your
all.
phone. They're looking at your phone and it's bling, bling, bling. The remnant. They found
the
it.
Remnant. Where are you? It's late. You know you're supposed to be
Yeah.
at the
Right,
designated area.
You're
at the
missing
right
the
time.
deadline.
Did you get through security?
Dude, that's whoa.
And then the second call was gonna be, "Hey, Mom, I'm in Israel."
My brother Charlie trusted you. He finally gained his approval. He finally trusts you to do something. And it's,
So
let's get this knife.
they went through every single thing in my bag and like checked it for explosives. I had a neck pillow. They ran that through the X-ray machine. I thought they were just gonna like rip it apart and go
Yeah.
in there.
These are nice Jews.
Shoes, X-ray, everything, every possible thing. They checked for bombs. They opened all my bag in front of me, dumped it out in front of me.
They didn't find 2.
They didn't.
He said, "You're not gonna find anything except these guns."
Yeah.
So meanwhile, I'm like sweating and losing. So anyway,
He like
long story
like
short,
tries to rip off his hoodie, but it's like he's like.
Sir, do you
Nothing
have,
happens.
do you have
and, like,
any
what's he
other
doing?
weapons on you? Yeah, just shoot bad boys.
I know. I now understand how he lost 13 pounds.
Yeah,
It's 'cause
I
he
tell
sweated
you,
all
He
sweat it
out.
lost
all out.
13 pounds in 1 hour.
Yeah, literally.
Very unhealthy.
So-
That's why I had jet lag so bad.
So I guess somehow, some way, they were just asking all these questions. I guess my story lined up, and they thought, man, this guy really is just a clueless white boy who's scared out of
And
his
you were
mind.
like, "That's what I've been trying to tell you."
That's what I've been
Talk
trying
to my mom.
Talk to my mom.
She will.
Yeah, that boy ain't very bright.
Let me tell you the story about a paint can lid.
So exactly. So meanwhile, like Micah's at the gate, and he's like, "Hey, my friend's in security." And the guy's just joking at the terminal. Who they probably already contacted, like, hey, there's a guy who just tried to sneak a knife onto the plane. He's like, yeah, I heard that they only detain you for 24 hours.
That's
He's
what
like,
he said to
yeah,
Michael, right?
Yeah, to Mike. He's like, are you
Were
serious?
these very English guys? Or
Yeah,
were they-
like that was a total white guy. He's like, he's just joking. He's joking about the whole entire plane.
dude, that's
No.
a bro. That's
like-
a total dude.
He's like, no, I just made it up. I don't know how long they're gonna detain him. Like, this is what Mike is hearing. Yeah. He's like, I heard Israel prisons are pretty nice though. Just joking about that. Hey, you may never see your friend again.
Yeah. Later.
So obviously I'm here. So I did make it through. My story, I guess, lined up. I didn't get to
Suckers.
I didn't get to keep the knife though. Shame. That
Oh,
would have been.
man.
That would have been a good.
That would
That would
have
have been a good
souvenir.
story.
That would have been a
Like,
good sermon
you know,
story.
Cam pulls out his bullet. I pull out my knife.
10 years from now, which is all funny because my mom went to Israel like a long time ago.
When it was first founded.
She's not that old. So, but she went with my grandfather. And she brought back like knives for me.
You can bring back
You can
knives.
probably check
You
them.
just can't have them in your carry-on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can probably put
You
them
can put them in your
check
like
bag.
your luggage when it's checked in, but you just can't have it in your book
You can't have it
bag.
on
where
your
can
person. You
start
can't be able to go
slicing
kill
around.
the pilot.
I would like to comment on
Hi,
this.
flight attendant.
There's more to the story, but
We've
What else?
Finish what you were saying. But then you
we,
can definitely
we
finish.
flew when we were going to Afghanistan, we flew commercial over the Atlantic because the army's not going to pay for their own plane or whatever.
You
Anyway,
sing the whole time.
duh. Anyway, but listen, do you know how weird it is getting on a commercial airplane with machine guns and
With
rifle?
other
Like,
people?
yeah. No. It was just us.
So
But
people like,
but
"Can I-
you're
you
literally-
using this space up here, and they're like,
But you're in an airport with guns, and no one cares. You're just like, and then like, I mean,
I
it's
guess
not-
at that point we're sending you to fight for us. We can trust you in an airport with weapons.
I should hope,
maybe.
yeah. But like, we're not talking just like M4s or pistols or whatever. I mean, like belt fed machine guns, just wander around
it's
there.
not concealed.
Guys
waiting
are
in the
carrying it
airport.
onto the plane.
yeah, it's not concealed. So
Yeah.
I like that.
Anyway,
cool.
All right, so Harry, tell us more about your.
head to the out of it. They said, "Oh, here's all your stuff. You can put all your stuff, like my jacket. You can put that back on. Shoes put back on." So I'm like, running to my gate, pale as a ghost. I go to the bathroom. I'm like, dude, my hair is like tossed every which way. I literally look like a crazy.
Did they
person.
fight you? Did they rough you up?
No, but just like I had to take off my jacket so my hair got messed up. I didn't realize. Anyway, so pale, like it's all look like I just.
I saw Micah
got
put
beat
on
up.
Instagram you walking,
Yeah,
like you were just like,
yeah.
like walking.
So
back
he's
down the
like,
terminal.
so now my
black
phone's
eye.
blowing up. I was like, how far? Because the plane's leaving in like 20 minutes, and I just got out. I'm like, well, I gotta run to the gate now. So and it was a hike. It was like, man, just wasn't right. It was a long time. Anyway, so he got me on camera, and then she's like, hey, what happened? Like, tried to sneak a knife on. He's like, really? That's crazy. And
crazy.
so he tells me as I go on the plane, like, is it like a gray knife? And it's like this long. He's like, oh yeah, it's my grandfather's knife. I'm like, are you kidding me? He's like, yeah. Anyway, but
Did you
I find out
Wait,
later.
he was joking.
Well, no, because his granddad lost a pocket knife, and he's like, oh, my granddad must have thought that your backpack was his backpack and put a knife in there. I'm like, are you telling me I just got
So
detained
the
for an
knife
hour?
belonged to somebody that you knew.
No, because then we found out later that he found his knife. So we have no clue where
Oh,
the
so
knife.
this really was planted
Yeah.
by a stranger.
Wow.
Yeah, it was definitely a stranger or something. But then the guy who was telling Mikey is like, hey, I make it through security? I'm like, yeah. It was like, what happened? He's like, dude, they found a knife in my bag. I'm like, really shouldn't try to sneak a knife in the plane, but
That's what he said?
Yeah, like just totally
That is
nonchalant.
so funny,
that they definitely
You
like
should have brought him back.
they definitely like alerted the whole plane of what happened.
There's a guy. He may or may not be a
He
terrorist.
may or not. My guy did not care at all. He's like, yeah,
Big arms.
I've seen
bigger
my share.
nose.
I've seen
He's
my.
gonna come on here.
Knife's not that big though. Just a little thing.
He's like, yeah, I've seen my share of suicide vests too. You know, it's not the smartest.
That's what he said.
No, but just joke about
Go
anything.
on.
I'm like, dude, I literally, if it was a different person, could have just tried to take down this plane. You're just nonchalantly joking.
Yeah.
Anyway,
He saw you. He's like, nah.
he's like, yeah, he doesn't have it in him.
Yeah, he got someone planted one on him. Happens all the time. But dude,
happens
at
all the
what
time.
point did someone plant it on? Was it your backpack or is it
My
like
backpack.
So it had to be like, were you carrying that all around? Like
The
all
thing was,
tour?
I didn't carry it at much at all. Like I normally left it in my room, and I would have like a little smaller strap backpack. But
So when did someone put it in there?
I don't know, because I'm part of my thought was like when I went to Bethlehem, because you're in West Bank.
You had your bag then?
Part of me is also like mentally, because like in the moment, like looking back, I'm like, did I feel somebody touch my bag earlier in the airport? Which I'm pretty sure I did. I just don't know like where.
You think somebody might have had a knife and they had to get rid of it, and they're like,
Yeah.
this
Hey,
guy.
You were
He
the
was-
fall
he was a
guy.
white guy.
White
You
guy.
were the fall
But it's
guy.
like, yeah. So I don't know. But anyway,
Nuts.
so we got to the plane, which is really a blessing because nobody was there. Like it was a pretty empty plane. So then I had the whole row to myself.
Oh.
That might be also because I might have been blacklisted. as a
Yeah,
terrorist.
but that-
but to be fair, a lot of other people had it. So a lot of other people had empty aisles. So
I'm glad you're back. My
yeah,
goodness.
we're back. And then
We're back, baby.
I'm like, I just got to figure out the spiritual application of the story. And then my mom's like, next time you preach on Benjamin, now you know how it feels. Where he's like, dude, I don't know how this
Dude,
goes.
that's
like
so
such
true.
I'm like, Mom.
Oh
somebody
yeah,
in
he
this
cuts
house-
open
I'm
the
glad-
bag. He's like, nah,
Yeah.
check the bag.
I have no clue
And there's
how
the
that
gu-
golden
the-
cup got there.
Can you imagine?
Like heart
no.
sank.
Dude,
Anyway,
I
I'm glad
just love-
somebody in my house reads the Bible.
I love the progression of this podcast where we opened with Cam being like, I had to preach 6 times in
Yeah.
3 days, and then I drove home, got home at 1, and then I had to go hunting, and then I went to work. I only got a 20-minute nap before we recorded this podcast. Harrison's like, I was almost arrested in Israel for life.
I don't know if I'm still blacklisted or not, maybe.
You're going to try to go to Israel next year, and they're like,
it's like-
no.
No, oh for sure, no.
There's gonna be a picture of the knife
But
that
that-
says,
This
"Look
says
familiar
you
to
tried
you."
to get on the sorry, Dustin, you haven't said anything. I just interrupted you. He's like, you tried to get onto the Temple Mount with a Bible and then
Right.
get back with a knife.
Not this Jew.
But then, yeah. So then everybody's like, "What happened? What happened?" I'm like, let's get this plane off the ground. Let's get laid in Miami
Yeah,
before I
yeah.
say
Tune
what
into the
happened.
podcast to
Because
find
I always say like, you tried to like somebody like one of these people would be like, you tried to smuggle in a knife, and I'm like, let's not have that kind of panic on the plane, please. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
He
dude.
had a knife in his bag.
And people are like, he had a second knife.
International Air Marshal, get him, get him.
Exactly. And
guess-
then got to Miami, and then I was talking about incompetent people. We're going.
Did you hear me talk about you mumbling?
Yeah,
You just did it.
I did it. Well,
I don't think
it's okay.
people
they don't want to hear that. So, but we got
was
our
by
luggage
design.
from the carousel at Miami. They ended up providing us a hotel. So they all grabbed their bags from the carousel, and some of them again the 6 bags.
Right.
Some of them 3 bags stick up. So I'm like, I checked my bag in for the next flight to JFK. So I only have my book bag, and okay, we had to go up here to
There
talk
was a
to.
bomb.
No, we had to go up here to talk
A
to a lady
grenade.
about our
A
hotels.
holy hand grenade.
So we go up these escalators, and I'm like, surely nobody behind me is really going to follow me up the escalator who has all these bags and use the elevator instead. Without fail, a line to start all going up the elevator. I'm like, dude, you have like literally 3 bags stacked up on top of each other
No.
going up. So one guy's holding the bags up here. He has 2 suitcases. Meanwhile, you're going up an escalator. My guy,
Please tell me somebody dropped
he
everything.
falls,
Yes.
and then he proceeds to
He said yes.
flip, and he is doing a back roll up the escalator.
And some say he's still there to this day.
Because it just
And I'm
keeps
looking-
going up.
I'm like, I have all these people around me
the bottomless
looking at me.
pit, the
I'm
endless fall.
I'm like, I have a person who's the caboose. I'm like, go to the elevator that's right there. Why are there people coming up the escalator?
Harry's sitting there looking at him. He's like, I wish I had my knife.
Almost
I'm like, Lord.
Yeah, I can't believe they took my knife.
I mean, can you imagine, like,
Falling up the escalator. Like everybody's like, there's 3 people who are falling on that escalator, and one is slipping out. Like, what is happening?
I wish you had a video of that.
Like,
man.
what?
I wish you had a video of that.
Your pastor puts you in charge. He's like, this guy's got it. And then he leaves and then come down, like, oh no, what have I done?
It's just everything.
Terrible.
Oh my god.
But you're
Did
here.
you change the group name to Tribulation?
As soon as we landed at JFK, I left the chat.
Did you?
No.
Did you change the name to Tribulation? Because they were
I
working
changed
your
it.
patience?
It's finished.
They were working your patience? Did you?
I do have a
That's what I call
the
it.
question I text
Sometimes.
you about in the WhatsApp
The Tribbies.
about insurance.
Uh-huh.
We'll get to that later because I feel like it took a lot of time.
You're fine, dude. You didn't.
No,
get to talk
that
at all.
was
So-
amazing.
I've been waiting for you to shut up for so long.
So this is the other, what do we call it? Not burning questions.
Mm-hmm.
We were in West Bank where I might have got my knife planted in. And then they had, it's all Arabic in that area. And then they had insurance company there. And I said, insurance. Like, what would happen if they're like, you do like a screen, like, what do you do for an occupation? What an Arabic person, like, I'm a suicide bomber. Like, well, like how would the insurance rate go? And they're like, might have to give you the upcharge in that one.
Yeah.
But then it also got me thinking, like,
Life insurance would.
wouldn't it be really nice that though you get your virgins and you leave behind your kids money from the insurance? I'm like, that's a win-win
Dude,
on
you
either
can't beat
side. Like,
I imagine
you
there's
get
like,
the virgins and your kids get
there's
the
got to
money.
be a clause. You know how like there's like there's like a like when you're looking at life insurance and
Yep.
they're like, if like obviously you're not going to get money if you get killed and it's like gang related. I imagine there's like some kind of clause like that over there. Like,
Yeah.
you're not getting your money if there's anything bomb related.
Yeah, it's like, well, like, no, it was like insurance place. I'm like, that's what that
What
was running
kind
through
of
my head.
bomb vest are you? And what kind of bomb vest are you wearing?
Yeah, I'll take your. If you know you're about to like do something,
Is this
like,
just a grenade?
I will take
No,
your
it's
most
Gucci.
expensive life policy
Yeah.
now.
Yes.
So when you got back to Miami, did you kiss American ground?
You just got on the ground.
No,
just
No,
girls.
I went
American
right to-
girls.
I went right to the hotel. What's funny is that I told Brother Charlie, if I was a lost person, I would be thrilled that I had to spend the night in Tel Aviv, which is like Club City, and Miami, also Club City. It's a shame I'm Baptist.
Not even just Christian. You're
Yeah.
just Baptist.
Baptist.
Christians could get away with
I don't know
Yeah.
who you are anymore. Finding knives.
Also,
You're
all
an
these-
international spy,
it. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Our very own. All right, we
Well, we
should
made
probably
it.
get into our topic, guys.
which is what Harry is now. Thankful to be here.
Thanksgiving.
Is that what we're talking about?
Oh,
Yeah.
the whole time I've been like,
I almost
what are we
said
gonna
praise
talk about?
God.
'Cause
I almost said praise God when we landed in Arabic, but that wouldn't have went over well.
What is that?
Praise Allah. Allah Akbar.
No, that would have. I think that would have not.
It's true. It's him. He's getting it.
The guy that was harping on
Like
you followed
busting
you
through
out of
the
the plane.
windows.
He's like, I was right. Anyway,
So yeah, Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
This episode is coming out right before Thanksgiving holidays.
yes.
Yeah.
What do you guys do for Thanksgiving?
Who's starting?
Anyone?
Anyone?
You started.
In no particular order. This year,
David, you said last time that Thanksgiving is your favorite.
it is my favorite.
Yeah, I thought it was, and then I heard 4th of July in my head from the last episode.
Oh yeah,
It really-
Nikki's real big on 4th of July.
Yeah. I think we're talking about like the decorating and the getting into the holiday thing, like because Christmas you guys don't really do because you're all backslid. But 4th of July apparently, then we put up the tree, the
Well,
4th of July
listen,
tree.
No,
just
to
a
be fair,
bomb.
I don't decorate my house for any holiday.
So you're just sad.
No, I enjoy the holidays. I don't enjoy decorating. So really, if you think about it, decorating for the holidays would kill my holiday spirit.
Yeah.
Because I'd be like, well,
Alright,
putting
we're gonna have
stupid
to,
lights
we'll
up.
have to run that by.
So
by the
Thanksgiving,
books.
Thanksgiving. I love Thanksgiving.
I love it.
Family gets together.
Mhm.
we all get together. I think since I've been married, we go up the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. Well, actually, Tuesday night we'll go up and we'll do the Solid Rock service. It's usually on Tuesday. Is it Tuesday or Wednesday? It's never on Thursday because Thanksgiving's always on Thursday. We always go to that service. And then Wednesday, before Thanksgiving, her family decorates their outside Christmas lights and stuff for Christmas. And I think I said on the last podcast, that's when I proposed on that day. So it's a special day. We like that. But then Thanksgiving morning, we do Thanksgiving with her family and her grandma and pop and whatever. And then Thanksgiving night, we travel back, and my family always gets like a condo or like a beach house at the beach. And so we do that weekend, Thanksgiving night with my family, and we go Black Friday shopping, which is the best thing ever. And we're going to get into that too. So I love it. It's just like, I love it. And I'll probably bow hunt at the beginning of the week because shotgun season will end, and I'll go bow hunting. It's just it's the best. Like I'm
never Black
literally
Friday shopped.
love it. Are you this year?
Yeah.
Will you be off?
He was told he has to go.
Yeah, save your cash.
No, I think I want to. I'm a type 2. I want to go.
Yeah, dude. I want to go.
What do you do for Thanksgiving, Dustin?
Well, the actual day has never been like a super big event. Like the sat off part of my family, we usually would like our immediate like group for my grandfather would get together and have like a dinner or something. But we have since stopped doing that because now all the grandkids have grown up and they all have their own lives. And what are we laughing at? What is this?
Not you.
We're on YouTube.
No, we're listening. I was just showing David. Something popped up.
Oh.
Yeah, so now the camera just watched
This you guys found the video of them searching Harry.
No.
All you see is his nose.
No, it's something completely different.
I don't know. That was
Sorry.
dumb.
out of my
Sorry.
face.
There you go.
The
I
life.
didn't know you subscribed to him.
That? Anyway.
It has nothing to do with you.
Okay,
You're fine.
got
no
it.
one's talking about you.
Okay.
Harry found it a lot faster than I did.
What?
She's like, oh, I didn't know you subscribed. Like, he found it quicker than I did.
I don't subscribe. I don't know
All I
what's
saw
on
was
there.
blue hair. I don't know what that was. Anyway.
That's what we were looking at.
Yep.
I'm sorry, Dustin. Cameron distracted me and made me angry. Let me get back.
All right.
What do you do for Thanksgiving?
Now, the Sunday after, however, it's like after church between, I think it's like 1 to 4 or something. The sat-offs get the entirety of the sat-offs.
All the dirt farmers.
Every last one. They're all farmers. Every single one of them is farmers. My family's been farmers for like forever.
What's cool is you said that on the first episode. That's
I?
why we gave you the name Dirt Farmer.
Crazy.
Well, now I
You
reminded everybody.
how
It's
far
so
we've come.
easily like sidetracked. He's like, it's funny you say that.
Anyway, it's always at my grandfather's farm, and he's got a big shop, and that's always so much fun. Me and my cousins used to get together. We'd throw pumpkins at each other and stuff, and it's just always been fun. We'd like shoot.
This is a pumpkin chunkin'.
Yes, that used to
No,
be a big
me and my cousins are pretty
Remember that
rough. We would beat each other,
Competition of that.
but
it used to be a thing.
It used to be
Pumpkin
like
Huge.
nationally televised.
it was a big.
No
It was
longer.
according to the Guinness Book of World Records. It was the largest pumpkin throwing competition in the world.
Why did it end?
It's probably too dangerous.
Probably.
And people got killed.
People would make these
Dude, they let the
launchers.
spelling bees
They had
stick
different-
around on
Yeah.
ESPN, but they don't do the pumpkin chunk.
Dude, they made
These
cannons.
are
These
spell-
humongous
cannons, trebuchets, catapults.
They had
Yeah.
They did it
everything.
in Bridgeville.
Yep.
And dude, they would just take these pumpkins and it had to weigh a certain, like there's different classes and like different classes of weights, and they would
They'd go like
chunk
300 yards,
these
600, like crazy.
pumpkins.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's too cool.
it was crazy.
Bring
Anyways.
it back, ESPN.
So you guys throw
Bring it
pumpkins
back.
at each other.
It was whatever. I mean, we would just goof off, climb on the roof of the barn and then like throw things at each other, or like sometimes if we collected enough like interesting junk, we'd shoot it or something,
Right.
beat it with golf clubs. I don't know, just hoodlum stuff. We're kind of hicks. So,
Delinquents.
Yeah, we would always, when my cousins, when everyone lived around here and we were younger, we used to literally after every Thanksgiving day, like Friday night, we would always go out and just shoot squirrels. That's just what we did. We just go shoot squirrels, 22s, BB guns, whatever.
Mhm.
But I mean, that was just like everyone, and then we would play zombies.
Yeah.
Zombies.
Nazi
So that was
zombies.
always fun. And then early in the morning we go shopping, and I always get a new pair of work boots on Black Friday.
That's smart. I've never done that.
Always.
Work boots are expensive.
I go to the Timberland outlet and I spend an ungodly amount.
You like
but
Timberlands?
I do.
I used to have
again,
the
it's
pros.
like Ford, Chevy. Like
Yeah,
Dad always had Ford, so. But I'm on my feet like on those every day, so
right.
I buy a new pair.
No, it's definitely worth it to buy decent work. I have had 2 pair of Timberland Pros, and they have never
like a
worked out for me.
Wolverine
They've just like fallen apart.
I don't do the pros.
The pros?
I
What do
do
you do?
like the hiking ones.
Okay.
They're waterproof.
Yeah.
They're
The
usually
pros,
around 150.
The pros have failed me,
but
both
they're like
times.
for walking and up and down because I'm
Yeah.
a carpenter, so it's up, down, up, down, up,
These
down.
these are Columbia hiking boots. They work really
Cool.
well.
Harry?
When I was younger, we would do like go to grandparents' house and have all the family, all the cousins together. Now that we've gotten, and we'd watch like the football game, which seems always was the Detroit Lions playing, losing,
Always losing.
always losing.
I'll get into that when it's
When's
my
the
turn.
last
Here
time
at Detroit.
they won on Thanksgiving?
Not in my lifetime.
Dude.
It's got to be ancient.
They didn't win with Matt Stafford. They're never going to do it, dude.
With Megatron and Stafford,
Dude,
yeah, they can't.
I don't know how they didn't win.
You got like one of the best receipt. Like he's just a mountain of a human being, and he's like
He was amazing. He
No
only
one-
played like 8 years.
no one could stop him.
He
You still can't
retired
win.
young, dude.
You guys are talking
Well, I
about
mean-
things I don't know about.
Football.
Well, he was a physical receiver. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I
he
mean?
was.
Like I imagine his longevity wasn't
Gonna be that long.
high.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. So that was playing in the white noise. We would go down to the basement, play
Say
ping
color
pong.
neutral, please.
White noise. My bad.
Noise of color.
Noise of ambiguous
Yeah,
color.
Yeah.
Noise of ambiguous color was on the TV.
We're playing white noise. It's like
Yeah.
it's the YMCA.
Yeah, okay, I say.
We would go down and play various things like ping pong, Dance Dance Revolution. They had like
DDR.
Dance Dance Revolution was a fun
2.
game. That was such a
I
fun
don't know what
game.
that is.
I used to play that when I was a kid at the arcade.
Yeah.
It wasn't probably Baptist approved.
No.
Oh,
Neither.
But it was
Depending
like-
on what type of
but-
Baptist
It was
you
like
are.
the up down like stepping game,
Fundamentalist, we
which
can't
like
be
looked
Yeah,
really
believer.
cool.
you've seen it in an arcade
Yeah.
for sure.
It looks really cool on the screen, but looks really dumb when you watch somebody else do it.
Yeah.
Oh, one of those.
yeah,
yeah.
it's like a game where there's like arrows on a pad.
Yeah.
And the song plays, and you have to step on the arrow when the arrow reaches.
Definitely not Baptist approved. Not my stripe of Baptist
No,
approved.
and it's not the dancing; it's the arrows.
We don't like any
Where are they pointing?
arrows that point down are not good.
We don't step
So
on
we
those
don't
arrows.
step on those arrows.
Left, right.
We only can step
down.
on the up
Ah!
arrows.
Why do you keep getting 50%? I can't use it
Yeah,
down.
we can't use the down arrow.
Well, I'm Baptist.
Only up arrows. But that was fun. And then they had like a self-serving. My aunt had a self-serving ping pong net thing. It was really like
How
you
does
would.
that
It has
work?
like this net, so you'd hit it into the
That
net.
sounds like the loneliest game I've ever played in my life.
but then you could up the no, you
can't
could up
find
the
one
speed.
person to play ping pong with
Well,
you.
no, you could up the speed to
They
like
just weren't good enough.
ungodly fast and like a curve on every single thing. So it's like the competition was like, okay, who can like
Return the
go
serve.
return it the most.
Right.
And
That
it
sounds
was like
awesome.
you have it just it would literally hit like the corner every single time. Like how is it even possible?
Yeah, like an outside corner.
You have the
Yeah.
most fun basement ever.
And then
Wait, this was in your basement?
this is my aunt's basement.
Oh, your
This is
aunt,
where
no,
we'd
never
go
mind. Your
to.
basement stinks.
My basement's
Is this Steve? No.
His is
no,
just white.
you don't know who Gwen
It's
is.
just one.
Um,
And she has one of these machines. For some reason, I
Yeah.
zoned out thinking we're in an arcade right now.
no,
Like
this
I was thinking we were talking about.
No.
we're in an
You just
arcade.
put it on like the end of the ping pong table, and there's like a net, and you hit it in, and it feeds the balls through, and it like just keeps.
How is what's her name?
Kind of like a pitching
What's her
machine
name?
for ping pong.
Oh,
What?
I'm gonna look.
What's
this
her
up.
name?
What is this thing?
The aunt.
Gwen.
How's Gwen doing financially?
All the Gibsons are doing well. Anyway, we would go to
Aw.
their. Then we would go to their shore houses. Also, sometimes during
Okay.
Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks, Pop. After Granddad G died, they all got their shore houses. Thank you for your service.
So
He
Nikki's
was-
not the only one with
He
deep
did well.
pockets.
He did well in construction.
That's
So
awesome. Wish I was doing well in
yeah.
construction.
Then all the cousins got older, and they kind of went to their own families. Like the
Dude, this thing's like $400.
What is it?
The ping pong serving
me see it.
thing. Yeah. I was like, maybe it's like some
Ice cream cone.
cheap.
Yeah,
Look at this.
it's pretty
look at
cool.
this.
Now my
So the
brother.
net-
Well, you
Oh.
would just be like, and you're
So
like, it's like
cool.
impossible. You'd have two people on either side. It was pretty
Putting
fun.
that on my wish list.
My brother-in-law has the craziest
Mackenzie, I hope you're paying
basement.
attention.
Like like
Jeremy.
Danny. in
I always
Connecticut.
forget. I always think Jeremy and I don't know Dan.
We
He's
sometimes
got-
play Super Smash too.
I'll take.
Anyway,
Hey,
finish what you were saying, Harry.
challenge is there. It's
We gotta
open.
get to food. Ooh.
Then we would eat, and then now that everybody's older, we kind of do our own thing. Like this Thanksgiving, it's always just my mom and I, and just keep it like really low key, which is nice.
You cook?
So I put the butter on the butter dish.
Have you ever seen?
If you want to see a really good placement of a butter dish, you let me know.
I got it down. Hey, you want to know why? He's
Why?
good with the butter knife.
Yeah.
So-
So, good with knives, they say.
Have you ever seen the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving?
Mhm.
You know, or like whatever the girl's name convinces him that he's got
Lucy?
he's got to be the one to make the Thanksgiving dinner. It's like, but all I know is how to make cereal and toast. So then he gets all these lawn chairs around.
me.
Yeah. So then all of these children come to his house and they're just eating toast and cereal, and then they're complaining that the food stinks, and he's like, anyway.
Go ahead, David.
So my dad's from Michigan, Saginaw. So his side of the family, my aunt
Saginaw.
Saginaw.
Wow.
So my aunt and uncle, they live up there.
Look that up.
I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. It exists.
That would have been a good thing to look into the camera. Like,
There's like a song written about it. I wouldn't suggest listening to it, but
Oh, I thought it had L's in it. It's a W. Ends with a W.
Saginaw.
so Saginaw.
Saginaw.
It's like Shockinaw.
There's a Saginaw,
It's like-
Texas.
It's like when somebody
Are you
like
sure that's not the right one?
when their drawers drip.
We
too low,
definitely drive
Saginaw.
north when we go. So we when I was a kid, we used to go up to Michigan for Thanksgiving all the time, and it was the only time I really got to see my aunt and uncle and my cousins. So I loved going up there for Thanksgiving all the time when I was a kid, and they would have this big Thanksgiving dinner, and we would eat an insane amount of food, and then I'm sure everybody does the same thing. Like you eat, and then you put the food away, and like 2 hours later, you're like, it's time to eat again.
yes, absolutely.
And then you're making more food to eat.
Yeah.
And you're heating it up. You're eating turkey sandwiches. You're eating turkey and gravy bowls. And like we just go through the whole thing and we eat all the time. So then, as we got a little older, we stopped going up there all the time. And me and Nikki ourselves started hosting Thanksgiving recently at our house. So the family would come to our house and we would have Thanksgiving this year.
Undecorated.
Actually, no. She would put the Christmas tree up because people were coming. People were coming
That's
to
what
see
he
the
said
house.
the last two.
Oh, right.
The last 2 years they've
Yeah.
been putting it up, so that makes sense.
Yeah. So we've been hosting Thanksgiving this year. However, the cards have fallen the right way, and we're actually going up to Michigan again this year for the first time in a while.
cool.
So
Wow.
I'm excited to go up there. See
To
everybody.
Saginaw.
To
Which
Saginaw.
is north of Flint. I looked it up on the map.
Yep. Go.
Yep. Yeah. Which
smart.
at one point
It's-
was like the
it's
murder
really-
capital.
Ah,
Flint's
Flint's
rough.
pretty bad. Yeah, it's huge. I'm
In
thinking
Michigan,
a
right?
town in Michigan I've never heard of. It's probably
So-
like in the middle of nowhere. No,
So if
it's
you
a
were to
big
give
city.
the glove illustration for the people on the camera, could you point to Saginaw? Give him the mitten.
So, yeah.
Give him the mitten.
It's like
No, show the camera.
the
Show the
camera,
camera.
okay. So like
I'll zoom it in.
right here.
It's it.
Ah.
So it's
Ah.
right. It's right.
It's
right where your
almost toward the
calluses
middle
are.
of Knuckles.
A
Right
few
to the-
hours north of Ohio.
Right toward the calluses.
Yep. So,
Yeah.
so we're excited. We're heading up there. We're gonna be flying up there. Spend time, see my cousins and stuff. My cousin has like how old is that kid?
I haven't seen him in 10 years.
Yeah.
Well, this is gonna be the first time I met him. So,
Oh, so
like
yeah,
he's
he's
like
a-
2.
he's a baby,
He's
yeah.
like, or he might. I don't know how old he is.
I don't know.
He's a
Is
couple years old.
He like calls in. I'm 12.
Yeah. He's going to get over there,
He's
kids
2.
smoking cigarettes. I'm like,
You're 10 years off.
what?
It's been a while. Yeah. He's
Just came back from the war. I'm like, huh?
so
He's got
yeah.
a beard. He's doing no shave November.
It's bigger than mine. But yeah. So
man.
Sorry.
we're excited. We're excited to go up there, and then obviously while we're up there, we watch the Michigan game Christmas Day. The Saturday after Thanksgiving is always Michigan College plays, so it's big.
It's Ohio.
Yep.
Ohio plays Michigan.
It's
rivalry weekend. My wife is a die-hard Ohio fan.
And last year, Michigan won.
I know.
And I rubbed it in Kayla's face.
Well, they're both undefeated right now. Michigan's 4. I think Michigan's 4. Ohio's 2.
I walked in. We went to the Thunder game, and I walked in, and the first thing Cam says to me, it goes, "Hey, David, you watch that Michigan Ohio game?" And I looked. It
was that day.
I didn't know that she was an Ohio fan. I went, "Yeah, Michigan won." High five him.
Every day, Jersey. Like when Ohio games, Jersey and all. She's like,
she's like,
about it.
I mean, she's like dead quiet. And I'm like, yeah, Michigan won. Woo! Give Cam a high five. And then I look over and Cam is laughing.
To the Ohio group.
Huh?
I don't know how they got.
Kayla just when she was a little girl just picked them just randomly. It wasn't like she didn't know anybody. It was just she picked them. So I think it started with Aaron Kraft from the basketball team. Remember that was it Aaron Kraft from March Madness? He was always it's a basketball player. He played for Ohio. He's a really cool guy. Anyways, go ahead.
So needless to say, being at my aunt and uncle's house for the Michigan Ohio game, like, is always like, it's nuts.
Yeah, that's cool.
Like they go crazy. So
it goes hard.
It goes hard, hard in the paint. So I'll have to text you when Michigan wins so that you can.
I don't think Michigan's winning.
So that you can let Kayla know
Ohio's
that I watched the game.
I'm historically a UNC fan, but I always would watch UNC basketball.
Right, yeah.
So I always root for UNC football, but it's not hard for me to join her in Ohio, like rooting for Ohio, because you know what they say: happy wife, happy life.
I rooted for UNC one year.
Yeah.
When?
It was the year that George Mitchell died, because George Mitchell was a UNC fan.
Yes,
I'm
he
talking.
was.
He wore Carolina blue.
Yeah.
Everything. He had the Jordans, the jerseys.
Yeah. Dude, if we have a Christian school. Yes.
So
yes, everything. UNC blue.
Michigan was fourth seed that year.
Watch in 2 weeks a new Christian school will open and they'll have UNC blue, and I'll be like, okay.
Yeah. So they
more
lost.
Things are starting because of us.
So they lost. So I said, in honor of George this year, I'm repping UNC, and they won that year.
Yep. 2017. That's the last time they won a championship.
I used to be a
Or
DuPont
maybe it was 2019.
fan.
No, that was 2017.
Then it must have been the year after George died, because it had to have been, because he passed in June. So
yeah, that would have been it.
So it would have been the next year. So yeah, that year I rooted for UNC, wore baby blue and all. It's the only year I did it, where I rooted for someone not Michigan.
That's a very nice gesture.
I feel like
I'm sure he appreciated that from heaven. He's like, hey George, I know you have a good time up here and all, but real quick, look down there.
UNC, the players got together and they were like, "This one's for you."
Yeah, this one's for you. All right, favorite food on Thanksgiving. What we got?
stuffing.
Sweet potato pie.
Sweet potato pie.
Absolutely.
Ooh, turkey and gravy.
Hold up.
Turkey and gravy.
Get out of here.
You don't like it?
No, dude.
What?
What are you?
What are you saying?
Raised
Sweet
in a
potato
ditch
pie.
by
Sweet potato's
animals?
great.
I love it.
Sweet potato.
I love sweet
potatoes,
potato
yeah.
everything. Don't do it.
Like casserole, whatever they have.
Do it. I'm number 4.
Muting it?
David?
Is it muted?
If I
No.
yell-
Hello.
if I
Just me and
yell
you now,
loud
David.
enough.
Wait,
Once
do you like
again,
sweet potato pie? Do you-
Stuffing.
No.
Okay, good.
No? Really? What? Do it. Come on. All right, good enough. No, I love sweet potato everything.
gayest thing.
I like
That's the gayest thing I've ever done.
I like sweet potato rolls,
camera,
sweet
too.
potato biscuits, sweet potato bread. My aunt Sarah, she makes
Sally.
Sally.
Yes, Sal. Call her Sal. Like
Shao.
like a female hog. Anyway,
I'm clipping that.
Well, send it.
she's gonna be so mad at me.
She writes his paychecks. Collins Mechanical.
I'm gonna make so much less money next
I'm
week.
I'm rapping Collins Mechanical too.
She is. Those are our new hats. They look really good.
The podcast.
She
has.
makes sweet potato cornbread and it's delicious. Anyway, I love
all your mechanical needs. If you're gonna
sweet
overpay
potato
somewhere,
fries.
you might as well be there.
To quote
Amen.
Air Tweed. My favorite drink is gravy. It's my favorite beverage.
Smart.
So,
What kind, like brown gravy or sawmill gravy? Like with the
Sawmill.
that's what they call it. With the
I don't know if they
white with-
do.
No.
I think that might just be in Denton.
No, that's what it's called.
I think that might not be at the Sadoff farm.
It's totally
Sawdust gravy.
I know brown gravy, white gravy.
Yeah.
But anyway,
We're multicultural.
When I
Brown
get-
gravy, white gravy.
so Thanksgiving Day, it's like the turkey, potatoes, everything goes on the plate, and then it's just like
I got beans, greens, tomatoes, ham, jam, you name it.
dude, and I put.
You've never heard that?
Oh,
Oh man.
you should have played it.
Oh no. Oh
too
no.
late now.
He's going to.
It's too late.
What's he doing?
He can play.
Beans, greens, tomatoes. Oh, the bus
gonna
kids
play.
love this, dude.
Yeah.
Jimmy Clark, another Clark. I found out who Stephanie Clark is, by the way. She commented on our Facebook post, and I know who she is. She's from Maryland.
So many
Anyways.
Clarks.
But Jimmy Clark did a bus promotion for Thanksgiving, I think, and it was we got beans, greens, tomatoes, like the
Oh,
whole
that's
thing.
fun.
It's a YouTube thing. Hold up.
Yeah, it was like it was one of those. Not TikTok. What was before TikTok?
Vine.
Yeah, I think it's one of those Vine things.
Vineyard vines.
Oh, that's expensive.
But yeah, it's all about gravy.
Mhm.
Dude, turkey, ham, potatoes, the stuff, all of it. Just drench it in gravy and put it in a bowl if you have to.
Drench it in the gravy.
And I'm happy.
I do love gravy.
While Cam's looking for it,
What's he
one
trying to
thing
find?
we're thankful for this Thanksgiving season.
You type in green on YouTube and it comes up.
David, what are you thankful for?
I am thankful to be in America.
Well, I too am thankful to be in America. Dustin, you're up. A little more this year.
I should have said something else so I didn't steal the thunder. I should have.
I made out pretty well this year. I got a woman,
Well,
so
amen.
pretty thankful for that.
For now.
Cam, are you
Oh,
thankful
man.
for your
Dude, I'm thankful for my baby.
boy?
Dude, I'm not
He
gonna
is?
slip.
I love how he's like trying to badger it out of him. Thankful for my boy.
No.
Just please, Cam, you can edit in like girl. You can edit that in.
I
Like,
said thankful
Totally
for my
monotone,
girl.
like robotic voice. I'm thankful for my baby girl.
I don't know why it won't let me pull.
You know what I'm
notice
thankful
how
for
he said-
this year?
Notice how you said girl first.
Dude,
I think
I'm
that's
telling
what
you,
I think
there
that's
is-
what
I
I guessed
voted
was
for.
girl. I
I
voted
There
for
is
girl.
no way. Like I've thought of it. I'm like, all right, so do I say what it is last or first, or if I say it first or like,
It's a 50-50
there's
chance.
no
You
way
can't, like-
anyone could ever guess like he's placing girl first or boy first to throw them off with the illusion that like
I voted. I voted for
I
girl.
already know it's a girl no matter what.
I
so.
voted for girl.
Still, it's a boy.
I feel it.
I've seen it in my head. It's a boy. And if the powder is pink, then he's wrong.
It's a girly boy.
It will be a boy.
Listen. We cannot. He or she can decide
Yeah.
my computer won't let me pull it up
for its
some reason.
baby
It feels like
self
it's going like that.
what it wants to be.
Well, got that garbage
Pull it
Wi-Fi.
up. It's not the Wi-Fi. It's the computer's not updated. I don't ever use it except for this stuff.
So, I'm thankful this year for new friendships and a new podcast.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, that's the one I'm referencing.
I
Beans, grits, potatoes.
Yep, that'd be the thing.
yeah, it's just put it in your mic.
Do you have one of
The
those like,
remix or the-
secret
this
chain
one?
things?
Just
I
do
don't-
the real
just
one,
do
and we'll
the-
do the remix.
Online pizza orders at menu price this
love how
week
there's
only,
always an
which
ad.
includes
Domino.
right
Always
now.
an ad.
Look! I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, rams, hogs, dogs, chicken, turkeys, rabbits, you name it! Look! Woo!
Hey, man!
I'm feeling the Lord. And then they do a remix to it. But it's legitimately like, and it's just a remix. Let me see it. Yeah, and then they just add
That's
stuff to
my
it.
that's my intro music when they tell me dinner's ready.
But she's just praising the Lord of the service, testifying, and she says, and dude, that was probably 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Maybe longer.
It's my intro music. They're like,
Busky,
dinner's ready. I got greens, beans, I'm crip walking. Crip walking out of the.
Yeah, dude. I didn't say my food. My sister makes a sauce, a turkey, so like it's Texas Pete, and it's like a cream sauce. No, but it's not. It's
North Carolina Pete.
sauce.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a sauce that goes on the turkey, and she only makes it that time of year, and it's bomb. So I like turkey, potatoes,
Is it
Greens,
sawmill gravy?
beans. My favorite dessert is the pumpkin pie, whipped cream. That's it. I like to whip it before I put it on.
I actually don't eat dessert.
Yeah. Dessert is just space. I could eat more stuffing.
Looks like I'm going solo on this podcast. So you all are freaks.
Well, here's the thing: is I'm
Sweet potato.
I like.
I don't do dessert.
I'm weird in the sense that like I like
Crocked.
candy and sugar.
I'm weird.
Oh, I am straight up. You know how people are like, I am me and I'm unashamed. Nah, I apologize for it all the time.
I'm very ashamed of who I am.
So I apologize.
Could not be more ashamed.
Yeah, unapologetically me. Nah, I say sorry all the time.
Yep.
So I like sugar, like candy and stuff like that, and soda, but I'm not a dessert guy. Like I'm the guy who's like, all right, dinner's done. Do you want dessert? It's like, nah. Take some more turkey though.
Yeah. I used to, like as a kid, I was not a dessert guy. I don't like Cool Whip. I don't like whipped cream.
Cool Whip.
Cool Whip.
Cool Whip.
I still don't. For some, I don't know. It's just hit or miss as to what desserts I like.
That's fair.
You know, that's like I grew up like as a kid. I loved vegetables. I was a really weird child, and like desserts were like the thing. Like, whatever.
Now I'll tear up some chocolate chip cookies if they're made.
Oh yeah,
but like I don't eat cake. I don't do pies.
I like cake. Now pies. It's just like I like apple pie and sweet potato pie. I like pumpkin pie too. And people are like, well, if you like one, like no, they totally taste different. Yeah. They taste different.
I like pizza pie.
Amen.
I like apple pie too. It's good.
I like shepherd's pie. Chicken
my
pot
grandmother
pie.
used to make a fruit salad.
PTLJCATKJB.
Was it yummy, yummy?
So yummy. All right. We're all thankful for
being saved.
You missed it. You could have done the little...
Yummy?
I said the Beatles, but it wasn't the Beatles. It was the...
Beach Boys?
How fruit
I don't know why I
salad,
thought-
yummy, yummy. What's the name of the group?
The Wiggles?
The Wiggles, yeah.
I don't know that, dude.
I don't
You
know.
don't know
what that
that?
is. No.
The Wiggles?
You don't
No,
know
man.
the fruit salad song?
Well, I know who the Wiggles are. I don't know anything from the Wiggles.
We're thankful for our
This is how you make
listeners.
sawmill gravy.
Oh.
He was really determined to get to the bottom of
I
that.
asked
okay.
Kenzie to Google it for me, and then she sent me this. It takes 1 pound bulk breakfast sausage. If you use it lunch sausage, you're stupid, and it's not gonna taste.
So
Very
it's just like sausage and gravy.
That's essentially, but yeah, that's like the nickname of it. It's sawmill gravy. Like you go to
We're
Cracker Barrel.
thankful for our fans.
For the comrades.
You see the life get taken out of Dustin's eyes?
Yeah,
We're thankful for the comrades. Dude,
louder.
No, it's too late for pause.
Are you done?
Yeah, I paused it.
Well, just say play it, man.
Well, I don't know how long it is.
Just let me hear what is in your mind. Yeah, I didn't know it's called that.
Pie.
How have you never heard this?
Baptist, bro.
I mean, sure, one of the
Wait,
guys
is it the
got
Wiggles
arrested.
like a children's show?
Yeah.
That's how I haven't heard of it.
Yeah, you're old. Dustin and I,
Dumb.
same age.
That's right, buddy. Leading from
We're
the rear.
thankful for
You.
not
you.
plug
you.
in sad, heartfelt music.
In the arms
Zoom in.
of an angel.
You want me to play Sarah McLachlan?
Yes, pull it up. No. I'm thankful for you guys, my friends. I'm not gonna try and cry. Thankful for Dustin. Thankful for Harry. Thankful for David. I'm glad this podcast came to fruition this year, and no, it's been fun. It's been real fun. This is our last episode. I'm just joking.
No, it's been real.
This is it's
No,
been
it's-
good. It's been real.
It's been fun. I'm glad we've done this. We've created something here which people seem to like. I don't know how long people will like it, but hopefully they continue to like it.
My pen.
Your pen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just thankful for that pen.
Just grab your pen.
Stop
But no, seriously. I mean, we been 27 episodes straight,
Well,
and it's
haven't
not been
missed a
like
week.
not been like 20-minute episodes. It's been
no.
over an hour episodes, and
It's almost like we talk too much.
Yes.
True.
it takes some sort of. I mean, it does take to be able to talk for hours. It does take a little bit of like we are learning to do it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, to be able to listen to something and be engaged and us just talk for an hour, it's intentional. Like, we're not just la, 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 like we are trying to like
Right.
make it
When I was a kid, I got in trouble daily for talking too much.
really.
Little
Same.
did they know that one day I would be on a podcast.
Aspired.
Getting paid to do it.
Well, that hasn't happened.
Not until tomorrow.
When you're pulling out your wallet.
We're getting a CDIF Christmas bonus.
Yeah. $1 each.
It's really just
Yo, on our-
it's an
so
invoice
on
for all
our-
the equipment.
Actually, on our, if you go to any podcast right now, if you go to, pull it up, Dustin. I mean Harry.
What up?
He's got
Pull up the podcast.
he's got his gospel drop pulled up at the moment.
Does he? Go to just Apple Podcasts, and then go to our episodes. And click the show notes.
Call it the Jew
Why is
drop.
the screen so black? It's like
He's got one.
I think
It's
he's
like
got one
the-
of those protectors
yeah.
so people can't.
So like,
read
if
his-
you look at it from the side, that way
Yeah.
no one can
it's
be like, "Hey, what are you doing?"
terrorist-like.
Like guilty conscience.
Very
So very
terrorist-like.
terrorist-like.
See it? Show notes. It'll say Anchor, like where we write the stuff in this episode.
Jokes on us. This phone's not even on.
Sure.
Good Lord.
When I worked at the school district, there was one of the teachers that had one of those kind of
Where
things
are
on
you
Yeah.
on
her
an Apple
computer.
Podcast?
Yeah.
So every time you walk by her office,
I've seen those.
it
Yeah.
always
If
looked
you
like
can't
she was
find it,
attending
people aren't
to
gonna
work.
I can't
find
find it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just pretend I'm very busy.
Anyway,
Not even plugged in.
it's on there. I don't know why you can't find it.
Because I'm an idiot.
Look at like
You
on
sound
this
like a good
episode, the guys
terrorist.
talk about it's in the show notes.
Technologically illiterate.
One second.
I don't even know.
Hallmark.
What are you
David,
doing?
you try to find
On
it.
this note, support this podcast. Anchor.fm.
Yes, no, it'll take you to a thing, and it'll
Yep.
say you can donate 99 cents a month, $4.99 a month. There's $10 a month or something.
Or you can go higher with Apple Pay if you want.
You can do something. Apple Pay, I think, is one time, which is
Is
great.
any-
If you guys want to support the podcast,
Has
that would be
anyone
great.
given us money?
No.
You guys are terrible.
Well, I just
We have to make it worth
we
it
just
first.
did that. But if you guys want to, if you're gonna pay,
I think we've made it.
if
worth
you
it.
have subscriptions that you pay for and you don't know you're paying for, cancel them and pay us.
Yeah. It's like for the price of a small cup of coffee.
I would say if
How'd
you
they
listen
word
to us every week and we're making hour-long content and more, if you would like to donate, it will go into a fund and we
for
will.
gas.
I mean, these guys do pay gas, but we're not going to beg people for money. But it is there. I've
it is
donated to
$4 a
podcasts
gallon.
before, so if you want to do that, that's fine. That'd be great.
But also, if you
Um,
don't want to,
Yeah, it's fine.
no hard will.
We're calm and it's fine.
Yeah.
Also, we are working on the shirts, so hopefully in the next 2 weeks, that'd be awesome. You guys could buy some shirts and you can donate and get something out of it. So that'll be coming down the line. We are thankful for you guys. Thank you so much for listening. We love you so much. Why don't you bring us out, Harry, with the gospel?
We'll
drop?
end with Jingle Bells.
Yeah.
All right. Jingle bells.
That's a
I
Thanksgiving
was so
song.
confused when he said that because it said one horse.
So
open
is sleigh ride.
Yeah, this is nothing.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's a Thanksgiving song.
gospel. All right, it's coming from Israel. Obviously, it was an awesome time, and definitely recommend if you can ever go to Israel. It's life changing. Cam's been there. Never get over it. But here, 2 Peter 1:16, for we have not followed cunningly devised fables, when we made known unto you the power and the coming of our Lord Jesus Christ, but were eyewitnesses of his majesty. For he received from God the Father honor and glory when there came such a voice to him from the excellent glory, this is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased. And this voice which came from heaven we heard when we were with him in the holy mount. We have also a more sure word of prophecy,
Amen.
whereunto you do well to take heed, as unto a light that shineth in a dark place, until the day dawn and the day star arise in your hearts. And it's awesome to be in Israel and all the wonderful places that we went there. And when we were at the Garden Tomb, and spoiler alert, it's empty, but there was a tour guide who was blind, and he said, we don't emphasize the place as much as the person. And obviously it's awesome to go there and it boosts your faith. But the reality is we have a more sure word of prophecy.
Amen.
We can know Jesus Christ personally. And there's so many people who try to chase and go there, and you see all these people who are just spiritual darkness. And there's spiritual people just searching. But we can know Jesus Christ through God's word. And if you don't have a personal relationship with him, talk to one of us. We would love to share you from the Bible. And that's how it's all about the Bible. That's how you know the Lord. That's how you know his plan for your life. It's all about the Bible. If you're not sure, you can know for sure. The Bible said they're all written that ye may know that ye have eternal life. They're written for that we can have eternal life. Talk to one of us. We would love to show you from the Bible, not our opinions, from the Bible, how you can know for sure you're on your way to heaven.
Awesome. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in this week. Hopefully you enjoyed episode 26. Join us next week for episode 27. In the meantime, until we meet again, calm down. It's fine. Peace.
I think you got that wrong at the end.
I probably did.
Isn't this episode 27? Next week will be 28.
This is 27. You're right. 27.
Chew.